Did you restart training camp in the wake of this? K1 was saying things did pick up a little bit, maybe in practice.
Yeah, I mean, did we restart training camp? No. We had a good camp. This is a bye week. It gives you a chance. I like the way the guys took ownership, coaches, players, took ownership of the game. And, we've had 2 practices now to go out and get better as a team.
What do you expect from your freshmen now that they have that first game under their belts?
Well, I mean, I think they can get rid of some of those firsts, but they're no different than everyone else. We got a long ways to go, but you got to take each day and approach it with a great attitude and attack the day, and each day then you get a chance to get better, and they need to do that, and we all need to do that.
Last year you had I think nine days after the Cincinnati game, you made some personnel changes and kind of changed things up. You've got the break now. Do you anticipate making any personnel changes, particularly in defense?
No, I mean, I think that one of the things we thought going in was there's a number of guys that can help us, and so I think nothing's changed that way. We just got to keep finding ways to make sure we're doing all we can to help the guys, and they're doing all they can to help themselves. And I think if we're going to be the best we can be, on defense, it'll be playing guys, a number of guys. And I really believe that's the same thing. Offensively, we've got, I think this team, if we're going to be good, I think there'll be strength in numbers at the end of it all.
How do you personally, as a head coach, decide how to allocate your time during a week, and after a game like that, might you spend a little bit more time working hands-on with the defense now?
No, I mean, I'm not. Certainly, we didn't play as well as we wanted to play defensively against Florida State, but there is not. I'm not flinching either, and I know the areas that we can get better at, and our coaches know that, our players know that, and I believe if we correct those things, we will be better. And I think all those things, we're not asking anybody to do anything that is out of their skill set, so, but we do need to play better, and we all know that, and that's why, you go back and you reinforce those things, but no, I mean, we're not trying to, there's no panic button pushed here.
Did your impressions change, Paul, from what you thought after the game now that you looked at the film? I mean, because sometimes the score doesn't, sometimes you played better than you think you did when you lose badly, or the other way around.
Right. No, I think, no, I don't think it changed. I didn't have the sense, obviously, we got beat pretty handily. I thought there was some guys that did some things well. I thought, though, that, too many guys took their turn, and that's, it's a great thing about, playing football. It's a team game, but, you get a breakdown in one spot going, and the kid can come away with saying, I only had 4 bad plays, but you put, 11 guys up 4 bad plays, that's 44. I think we had 59 snaps on offense. I think we had 71 on defense. Those add up quick. And there's times when a mistake doesn't maybe get exposed, but I think against a good team, those can get exposed a little bit faster. And so, we've all got to do our part and take ownership of things that we can control. But no, I kind of felt the same watching the film, as it did in the game.
Can you assess your offensive lines of play? You moved your tackles inside in Adams' first year.
I thought we did some good things, and certainly got some things we got to improve upon. Really do. And each guy could almost take that. I think that's as a whole, and each guy could apply that. I think if you went through the offensive line, there's 4 or 5 plays each guy would definitely want back. And I think there's 4 or 5 you can build and say, boy, if that's who you are, we're going to be in good shape. Now our job is to help them play more consistent, and we as a team got to realize that that's what gets you beat is mistakes that that beat you, and the first way to win is not beating yourself.
Can any of the shortfalls, the breakdowns on defense be traced to the fact that this was the first game you didn't have a good book on Winston, that sort of thing?
I think there's always, early games, there's always that, but, you know, I don't think that was, I don't think that would be one of the lead deals, and I thought he's a heck of a player and certainly played really well against us, but, no, I think that would be probably a crutch we shouldn't be leaning on.
The players mentioned they needed game experience. With a week off, how are you going to keep that up, that momentum through the next 2 weeks? Are you going to have high-intensity practices? What are you going to focus on?
You know, we'll practice the same way we always practice, and you hope that every time you practice there's a high level of intensity. But, you know, I don't want any of that momentum carrying over to this next week.
Are you getting close to the point where Todd Thomas might be getting more playing time?
You know, he's certainly, you know, when we talk about guys, he's certainly one of those guys, and that's what I like about the, you know, practices, and you know, we need every guy to you know, earn their way on this thing. So, you know, he's in the mix clearly.
Anything else?
This is when Mandy, you step in.